With Tiffany Stratton's big win at Money in the Bank, and with the party of the summer just a few weeks away, today we're asking the question, should Tiffany cash in at SummerSlam? Let's talk about it. So at the last PLE, it was indeed Tiffany's time, as she hugged the briefcase and became Miss Money in the Bank. And I wasn't sure if it was going to be her or Chelsea Green, but I'm glad WWE went with the former NXT champion. And now, with SummerSlam on the horizon, is this the right time to cash it in? Because as we know, Drew McIntyre cashed in his briefcase the same day he won it. So you'd think that WWE would want to give Tiffany a long run with the briefcase to make up for McIntyre's quick cash-in. So it's possible that SummerSlam might not be the right time, and it could happen at a Royal Rumble or maybe a Survivor Series. But I do think cashing it in at the biggest party of the summer wouldn't be a bad thing. Especially since we've got a big match in Bayley versus Nia Jax, and Tiffany has got history with both of them, as she's currently on the side of the Irresistible Force, and she did face Bayley in a championship match alongside Naomi. And Tiffany cashing in would not only protect Bayley and Nia Jax because of the briefcase, but it makes sense to do so, considering Bayley won the title at WrestleMania in a grudge match against Io Sky, but also Nia has been presented as a massive threat, not only winning the Queen of the Ring tournament, but also pinning Bianca Belair and defeating Jade Cargill, technically. And if Tiffany does cash it in, there's a lot of future opportunities as well. Like say she pins Bayley, that's going to generate a lot of sympathy for the former hugger, as no one likes their favourite superstar being cashed in on. Like when Edge did it to John Cena, or when CM Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy. But at least then, you could do Tiffany versus Bayley one-on-one in the rematch, and Nia Jax could almost become Stratton's bodyguard. And then when the time's right, you could have Nia turn on Tiffany and do that match as well, which would be interesting, as Tiffany could say she did what Nia couldn't, and that's defeat Bayley at SummerSlam. So there's definitely a lot of options. But let's just say she doesn't do it in August and she cashes it in at a later date. That way, you could keep building her up as a credible threat, which is not something WWE usually does with their briefcase winners. But maybe this time, things would be different. And there was a future matchup teased with Trish Stratus. Now it would make sense to do that match once Tiffany is champion, as Trish fighting for the WWE Women's title one more time would definitely attract people's attention, which is only going to make Stratton even more of a bigger deal than she already is. So yeah, when it comes to the briefcase, there are a lot of options. Tiffany could hold on to the contract, and in the meantime, Bayley or Nia could hold that title and pick up victory after victory. And then Tiffany Stratton finally cashes in and we get the payoff after weeks and months of teasers. Or she cashes in the contract at SummerSlam, which has never been done before, and cements herself as one of the top stars in the women's division. And let's not forget, they do say in WWE that you should strike while the iron's hot. And with people wanting her to win the belt at Backlash back in May, maybe her winning next month would be the right move. It's definitely a unique situation, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens at the biggest party of the summer. But yeah guys, that'll be it for today. But I want to know, do you think Tiffany should cash it in at SummerSlam? Or should WWE hold off until a different event? Let me know in the comments below, leave a like, subscribe, and more importantly, take care.